Power Foundation. I also have a larger YouTube channel for me. But the reason I'm doing this here is that I'm working on a book about these practices. And so I need to be, whatever you're doing, teaching or doing, you should be practicing, number one. So I'm going to be practicing this anyway. And then so there's that. It's also 7:30 in the morning. I don't necessarily want to have to look good or anything like that. Just getting up with anybody who wants to get up with me. If there's anybody here, you can occasionally get people dropping through. As I'm doing it, I remember things about the practice that I have forgotten to put into my manuscript, which is an extremely rough draft right now, that I'm over the next few months making into a real book. And my current plan is to keep going with this. Also because I'm going to start teaching from my book, which will also help refine it, from my little scruffy manuscript over the months that come, maybe the years that come, on the Insight Timer app, which I have not even signed up for as a teacher yet, but next week I hope so. A new microphone is coming today, which is wireless, so that I can move around. I'm doing audio only stuff. I could move around in video too, but and not have to be sitting down all the time, because I sit a lot with writing and meditating. So that's all about me. I'd love to hear about you if you're watching this and you're interested. So bringing up my text. And let's get started with our water bowl offering practice. Here's my shrine in my temporary apartment. My building is starting on a new house for me in the next couple of weeks after a year and a quarter of preparation. Oh gosh, I didn't bring my little vase of nectar back with water. The Prajnaparamita in the one syllable. We're rolling down to page 6 of your text. Homage to the great mother Prajnaparamita, thus have I heard. At one time, the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Viltrapet Mountain, together with a great gathering of 1,250 monks and a great gathering of myriad bodhisattva and bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One said to Venerable Ananda, O Ananda, since the perfection of wisdom in one syllable will bring benefit and happiness to sentient beings, please remember it is like this. Ah. When the Blessed One had said this, Venerable Ananda, together with all the monks and bodhisattvas, realized the perfection of wisdom. They rejoiced and thus praised the words of the Blessed One. Good morning, Lori. Here we go. The refreshing happiness and exaltation in foundational practice. The Dakini Heart Essence, Khandra Tuktik. So here we go, page 10. Essence of all the three times Buddha's precious guide, Naomi, I pray you bless my mind stream. Essence of all the three times Buddha's precious guide, Naomi, I pray you bless my mind stream. Essence of all the three times Buddha's precious guide, Naomi, I pray you bless my mind stream. This fine body, free time, and fortune will be hard to gain again. Now attain the unsurpassed Samantabhadra for others' sake. Now this precious body is here, yet due to the foul evil ruler of death. The time of death is uncertain, view self and others as impermanent. The states of rebirth we wander through hold no chance of happiness. Don't look for worldly happiness, take the path that leads past sorrow. While having this body, free time, good fortune, abandon afflictions, three poisons, non-virtue. Cultivate dignity, strive in good deeds, guard vows and pledges of the three gates. Amidst the vast wish-granting tree in the space in front, on my enthroned lotus unseen, is my root teacher Toting Sam in the attire of Vajradharan. With consort Sarya in equal union, body of Sangha, speech sacred Dharma. Wisdom, mind as the nature of Buddha, they embody the three roots victors, the essence of oceanic refuge sources. Namo, until awakening all beings and I go for refuge with utter devotion. In the guidance shoulder, essence of the three jewels. Until awakening all beings and I go for refuge with utter devotion. In the guidance shoulder, essence of the three jewels. Until awakening all beings and I go for refuge with utter devotion. In the guide as Vajradhara, essence of the three jewels. Hold free all beings, infinite as space, from the ocean of existence. I will fully rouse the supreme mind of awakening beyond compare. Hold free all beings, infinite as space, from the ocean of existence. I will fully rouse the supreme mind of awakening beyond compare. Hold free all beings, infinite as space, from the ocean of existence. I will fully rouse the supreme mind awakening beyond compare. Now we practice Tonglen together, breathing in the suffering of all living beings in the form of dark colored material like light, immaterial, darkness, density, paranoia, kind of all that suffering. And out we open into the great vastness beyond our ordinary, grasping, difficult mind. Above on a lotus and moon seed, from home the guide is Vajrasankam. On Shalai, one face, two hands, he embraces the consort holding Vajran bound. They adorn with silks and jewels on the moon in the hub of a Vajradhan. 100 syllables surround the home, from that nectar of awakening flows. By descending bad deeds, darkness, faults, and failings become cleansed and purified.
Chun Guru Hong Ha Ha Hom Balawan. So that I got a bench of moments and rainbow mass. Protector from ignorance and misconceptions, I've gone against and damaged my pledges. Teacher, protector, please grant me refuge, foremost Vajrayana. You embody compassion and love, leader of beings, I go for refuge. I openly acknowledge and let go of all impairments of the root and branch pledges of body, speech, and mind. Please purify and cleanse all misdeeds, obscurations, faults, downfalls, and taints. Vajrasattva smiles with delight and says, Noble child, all your misdeeds, obscurations, faults, and downfalls are purifying. Melting into light, Vajrasattva dissolves into me. Three realms, worlds, beings, what appears and exists, along with body, wealth, merit, all our offering. As a Samantabhadra offering clouds, accepting them, please grant your blessings. Ananda Buddha. Three realms, worlds, beings, what appears and exists, along with body, wealth, merit, all our offering. As a Samantabhadra offering clouds, accepting them, please grant your blessings. Ranamanda Buddha. Three realms, worlds, beings, what appears and exists, along with body, wealth, merit, all our offering. As a Samantabhadra offering clouds, accepting them, please grant your blessings. Ranamanda Buddha.
Unification with the guide. Page 19.
Within a vast dome of pure wisdom light, I appears the Dakini Sogyam. Above my head on the lotus sun moon is the teacher Chaching Sun. Bright red sporting class pleasure and bow, body ablaze with marks and signs, is adorned with silks and jewels, with legs crossed in Vajra pose. He dwells in vivid light rays, smiling. All in the northwest of the borderland, on the lotus blossom, you gain supreme accomplishment, renowned as the lotus form. Surrounding you are many dakinis, we follow in your footsteps. Please approach and grant your blessings, Guru Pema Siddhi Wang. Shri Teacher, essence of all victors, I pay homage with my three gates. Offer outer and inner offering clouds, lay bare beginningless misdeeds and failings. I rejoice in all virtuous deeds. Please turn the wheel of Dharma. Remain not passing beyond sorrow. I dedicate merit to the spectral moonbeams. May the supreme unsurpassable have only attained. KK teacher Tuting Cell, I pray with heartfelt longing. Please bless us, quell all obstacles, confer for empowerments, grand accomplishments. KK teacher Tuting Cell, I pray with heartfelt longing. Please bless us, quell all obstacles, confer for empowerments, grant accomplishments. KK teacher Tuting Cell, I pray with heartfelt longing. Please bless us, quell all obstacles, confer for empowerments, grant accomplishments. Om Aham Guru Siddhi Om. Mahama Guru Sasi. From the teachers for places, white, red, blue, and green lights emanate, dissolving in the mind for places, from four veils clearing four impoundments are seen. Teacher melts in the light, me inseparably within a state of peace. Glorious, precious root teacher, above the top of lotus seat above my head. With great kindness, care for me, grant the cities and body, speech, and mind. May I never be born apart from a teacher and enjoy an abundance of Dharma. May I fully perfect the stages and paths, swiftly attain the level of Vajrayana. Through this merit, may I swiftly accomplish the state of the glorious teaching. May all beings, everyone, be brought to that same.
Scrolling way down. Glorious copper color mountain aspiration prayer.
Sanghi Kangi no Kadenchem, Login Rinpoche Lasu. Namshi Seti no Anutmatam, Pema Udu Kewaji.
And that is in English.
Kindest essence of all Buddhas, to the precious one from Udyam I pray. As life's appearances start to fade, bless me with birth in the palace of Lotus Mind.
So I was noticing in the Vajrasattva section, this is just a reminder that there are two lines reversed in this version of Vajrasattva from how some people do it. It's the mother tantras that came from India. I heard Shakasamvara has it like this, in that order that we're reciting today, but usually in the Nyingma tradition, we're doing it a little differently. It's all same in meaning, but we say according to the tradition we're practicing, so we're doing it that way. And Vajrasattva mantra is a real mouthful when you're first saying it. You have to memorize it, number one, that's the first step. And then there's a process of smoothing it out and learning how to do it on the breath. It's 100 syllables, so it's long. So you have to breathe. I'm doing it louder than you would typically recite a mantra for the sake of just to demonstrate, or if somebody comes in late, they know what section I'm in. Generally, we're doing it at the whisper level, so you're only hearing it just a little bit if somebody, there's a microphone here at my collar, a person right here, like this close to me. Like that. And it's called the mantra that empties the depths of hell. So this has such purification power, and there's a whole practice, visualization and so forth that goes with it. Anyway, what I want to say is that you naturally gain speed. So that after a while, believe it or not, you can do 100 of these in 10 minutes. So that's where it becomes, if somebody wants to accomplish the Nundro in the traditional fashion, they would do 100 of 4 of the sections, and then 1,000 Vajra here, the Mahaguru mantra. And then over a period of, if you're doing 1 session a day as a working person, like an hour and a quarter, you'd be done in 3 years with your Nundro. It's about 1,000 hours, maybe a little bit more. Maybe it makes more sense to do not count, but to count minutes instead. So I'm making, if people want to do Nundro with me, 1,000 hours of Nundro, and however you want to do it is good. Of course, that naturally will reduce, because human beings what we are, the strenuous parts of the practice, where you're in this a purification feeling of strenuously purifying negative karma, accumulating positive karma and merit. So the strenuous parts, frustrations, mandala offerings, and so are going to suffer that way. But on the other hand, you get more meditation in, probably, and there's advantages to going through things slowly. And it's maybe more suitable to us in modern life. I did it the traditional way, of course, so multiple times, because I loved it. I love the energy of it. It made me happy. And so anyway, what I'm saying is, 10 minutes of refuge and bodhicitta with prostrations, 10 to 20 minutes, and then 10 minutes of Vajrasattva, 10 minutes of mandala offering, 10 minutes of this Mahaguru practice, and it adds up to an hour or so, and you may be up with a buffer of 15 minutes to create an on-ramp and an off-ramp. Clean up, the mandala offering is messy. It's all substances that get spilled and stuff like that, so maybe an hour and 10, 15 minutes, which could be split morning and evening, depending on if you're working on 1 section at a time. You could come in the morning, go up, for example, you're accumulating Vajrasattva. And if you just focus on one thing, say you go up, recite up through Vajrasattva, and you don't have to recite the text slowly. You could do definitely 500 a session of Vajrasattva, and then close out the session in the evening, or continue if you're doing a bus commute or something where you don't involve using your mind intensively, a babysitting job or a small child or whatever. I mean, a baby. You could continue accumulating throughout your day and try not to lose it and become angry at anyone. And then go back to that section in the evening, close out the session, finish, maybe practice a little bit more, close out the session. That way you could do. So there's that way of accumulating each section one at a time. And so it ends up being that 3 years for householders, bottom line. 4 years if you have a sickness or something come up that interferes with things, relationship breakups and so forth. All right. Thank you. Sorry for babbling on. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.